Danny watched Main Street from the concealment of the partition, and over the course of the last half-hour, several of the zombies had actually lain down on the ground. She couldn't tell if they had died again, or if they were sleeping, or possibly even playing possum. Subtle tricks didn't seem to be the way of the things, but then again they were full of surprises. One or two had fallen like puppets with their strings cut, and Danny suspected those were truly dead, done for good. Maybe the disease didn't take with all of them. Maybe it would wear off. That was a beautiful thought. Maybe tomorrow morning they would all just stay dead, and Danny would only have lost one of her flock to the undead wolves. Maybe not. But Danny wasn't going to wait for dark before taking action. It was the gymnasium she was worried about. The place must have had 10 sets of double doors, and they were designed to stop a couple of teenagers getting in, not 1,000 zombies. The sheer weight of the things could break a set of doors open, and then there was really nowhere to run. The gym was a big rectangular box with a foyer and bathrooms. She'd spoken to Troy about this, wording her remarks very carefully, in case one of Troy's group of survivors should overhear. "I hear what you're saying," he said, "and you're about right. There's a lot of them against the doors on the Main Street side. They're out there moaning. You got a plan?" Troy explained what they had to work with. The basketball hoops were the type that lower from the ceiling, so maybe some people could cling to those, out of reach. Maybe they could hide under the bleachers. The bathrooms could hold all the survivors, but the doors were only interior-grade hollow core. He didn't think they would stop anything. In fact, he concluded, they're not even fire-rated for their present application. "Spoken like a fire chief," Danny said. "So, if a barricade isn't going to work, and you're pretty sure the exterior doors aren't up to the job, we still gotta figure out how to get out of town. It's just that there's this new aspect to it. Over." "Yeah, the getting eaten aspect," Troy whispered. "Over." Danny watched the zombies sliding along the glass wall outside, leaving oatmeal-like smears in their wake. They couldn't see her, she was sure of it. But they could sense her somehow. Maybe they could remember that living people had gone inside, but she didn't think so. The things didn't seem to be able to retain information, or they might have reacted defensively when she started shooting them. Could they smell the living? Smell their blood? Did they recognize people they'd known in life? She realized her train of thought was leading her into a place of sadness and horror, a place she couldn't afford to go. Not yet. She spoke into the radio again. "How are the survivors holding up over there? Over."